I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at sorry@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/VIN and SORI. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. A child shall lead them.
The whole stage got bumped.
Huh?
The whole stage got bumped. What happened?
Where's your... Oh.
All
Buy
right.
merch indeed. A child shall lead them. All right, dear
To
listener.
buy our merch, you guys, here we are. Once again, we have a live stream in progress. This time it is for the big homie Metal Cat and Leela. This is Leela down in the corner.
Right. Here's the stream key, dear listeners.
So, funny story.
Metal Cat. Go ahead. Tell me this funny
So,
story.
a lot of times when I'm like setting stuff up, I use my computer, but there are sometimes I work from my phone. So I'll download people's whatever it is, and then move it to Trello, so it's right up there. So I've downloaded Leela's little picture here before, and when it was showing me like my 2022 like memories, it brought up your little kitty. It was kind of cute. I started laughing because the kids were like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Oh yeah." Anyway, so you made it into my personal album.
Yeah, Metal Cat, and well, no. You didn't make it.
You didn't. The cat did.
The cat did. Okay. Apology.
This is so bad. Anyway.
But this is America.
You know how it goes, right? All right, you guys. 4 songs from the big homie. We are going to start off with song number 1. Do you have the... I have nothing. I have no computer, no phone.
Oh, please.
What am I supposed to do? All I have is a pair of headphones. Start the music. Cue the music. All right, you guys.
I have the music, but there's a story behind it that you were supposed to read. You loser.
Well, I don't even think. Did he have stuff for us to read?
This one?
Yeah, right on that one. It will be there. And then scroll to the one that says Metal Cat. Scroll over. I'm a little I think it's a little disorganized right now. You scroll that way. Yep. Right there. Throne of Iron. Lichseer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Lickspire.
I was gonna say, I don't
okay.
believe he said anything. I just wanted to cue the music. I
Got it,
just
got
know
it,
what the
got
name
it.
of it was. Okay.
Well, no, this is what we're looking for between 22 because we
22,
downloaded
12.
the entire record.
Oh, right.
You know how,
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so we're starting at 22:12.
And we're gonna go to 27:24. Okay.
Yep. All right, song number 1. Here we go. Zone of Adventure. Come on, guys. Well, yeah, I want to be pretty exact here, right? He said
Yeah, I appreciate that.
22:12.
I like that. Most times you're like, that's good enough on stuff, so I like it to see you getting exact about something. It's cute.
Wow. Thank you for that compliment. That you could have complimented me after the video was done. Thank you. Thank you for complimenting me in front of our friends in such a wonderful manner. All right, guys, here we go. Song number 1. Anything else you'd like to tell the people?
You're a wonderful band.
love that.
And so, our adventurers have come to the end of their quest.
That was hard. That was hard, man. I really, 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 really enjoyed that song.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we ended it exactly like to the moment we're supposed to end it. Give me a second.
Oh, really? Was it 47? Does it end at 47 seconds?
Tell me like right off the gate, what did you think of the song?
Okay. Right off the gate, I was not a giant fan of it. As it progressed, I think I liked it more. But I was like, I don't know. I wasn't like feeling the sound of it so much. Like, I don't know. But then we started looking. I did like the chorus, like the fall to your knees part. It was weird because they're saying fall to your knees, but it almost had the sound of overcoming. Like, it almost sounded like they were the strong ones saying it to someone else. But what was...
They were going after the dude that was like usurping the throne.
Oh, okay. All right. I only saw the tail end of the lyrics. So I got like the end of the story, and then I'm like, oh, this must be a concept album, and this is like the end of the concept album. Must be the last track.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just go.
Yeah. Metal Cat is saying that the official video is worth watching for the comedy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You could play it while we were talking, so we could keep seeing it. Because
that's what you're pointing, because I was like zeroed in on the lyrics.
Yeah,
because the lyrics.
Yeah, that's okay. But I figured you can just play it now while we're talking about it, so we'll get to see and we can comment as we see it. Like, you don't have to play it for everybody else; just play it on this side for us, or will it mess with the internet? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, yeah, I don't know. See what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the capabilities are.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting because it sounds kind of like serious, the song, but then they bring it across more like a comedy in the official video. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I was like, I was probably taking it too serious then because the chorus got me because the chorus was like really aggressive because it was power metal. I'm like, oh my god, here we go.
Yeah.
But like, I was pleasantly surprised because the chorus felt a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
Which I don't really associate.
Yeah, it did. I thought the same thing.
Power metal with like aggression. Like, power metal is one of those genres where like I think I'm probably biased against it. Like, there's a couple genres. There's one genre everybody knows I really can't stand, but power metal, you have to be either really, really good or really bad, in my opinion. But this band, like, honestly, they're a little bit simple on the simple side for me. For power metal. Okay. But I really loved it because that's the kind of music that I play. Like, the rhythm guitar goes exactly with the cadence of the vocalist.
Okay.
Like, it's like
all
da
right.
da da.
Yeah.
And then the vocalist is like ba ba bang. Like, it makes it accessible to simpletons like me.
I see.
When I songwrite.
see.
But,
okay.
you know.
That's so funny. I don't think it sounds like the stuff that you make, but maybe you're hearing connections.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting over a cold here.
Yeah, I know. I think COVID
the show will go on,
made
damn
its
it.
way around again. I think COVID may have made its way around.
Don't
again.
say that word. Don't say that word. It's all good, guys.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess. I mean, so basically the story, they're going to overtake their foes at the, like, is there anything mythical about it, or is this like a night story, like from what you saw of them, the lyrics? Because I know we obviously don't have this. I think this is like the last song in a concept album, is what I said before. Do you agree with that? It's because he was doing that spoken wordy thing at the end.
Well, yeah. Obviously, like, this is in the middle of a song. Like, this guy's the Lick King or the Lynch King. He doesn't really deserve the throne. He's the usurper, and so these are the people that are like going to set everything right.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So I think that's why he's saying, for your wretched unlife, because, like, maybe he was like an imposter or an impersonator. See what I'm saying? It's like, you don't even have your own life.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you reacted when he said that.
Well, yeah, like, bow and plead for, because anytime somebody takes a phrase that your brain is expecting and they throw a little bit of a wrench into it, I think that's such a brilliant way of manipulating language, because it forces
you to think.
Right.
Right.
So it says, beg and plead for your unlife. So it's like you're pretending to be somebody you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't even beg and plead for your life because it's not even your life.
That's so funny because I would have taken it as like you were trying to be more insulting, because obviously if you tell somebody they have a wretched life, like you're already saying like their life is good for nothing, but then he won't even call it life because he wants to insult you even further, and so then he calls it your unlife. I didn't know it was you saying, you're saying that it was because he was being a fraud from their point of view.
Well, yeah, your interpretation could work just as well as mine on that one. You see what I'm saying? Like, people have different ways of justifying this stuff, but yeah, it's like you're just a sorcerer, you're a magician, you didn't really earn any of this stuff. It's witchcraft, that type of thing. Like, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just crazy to me because I'm not gonna do it, but like all the different ways people try to delegitimize like people and their rises to power. It's like, it's incredible.
Oh my word! Yeah. Hold on, let me just get the baby.
Give us a second. Give us a second, guys. Holy moly! Orion, this dude got a nap at 6 o'clock. I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, y'all. The thing is, everybody in the house has been sick, so you know what I mean? You gotta kind of let the kid sleep. It's like, well, how do you know he's not just like mega tired because his body's not fighting off? You know what I'm saying? And then you're trying to keep him. Anyway. Is it just me or is the stream blurry? It better not be. It better just be you. I'm shooting at 1080 right now. So you're doing okay. You're not.
Yeah,
stuffy.
no, I'm just feel like tired, more tired than anything. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, no runny nose. That's gross, but yes.
That's pretty disgusting. Anyway, this is a song I feel like me and you would have enjoyed live.
Oh, yeah, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could vibe with it more live, I think.
Especially with the way the chorus is going, like
it was accessible, I think. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so me and you, like, doing the verses, we would really know where we're at, but the choruses, we would have been able to catch that rhythm.
Yeah.
It's like, fall. Sorry, guys. Fall to your knees. You see what I'm saying? Like, we would have been able to, we'd be able to get that rhythm.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And I think you're right. I think you have to have some songs like that because, like, there are some shows, because obviously I came into metal, barely knew anything about it, and then we were already going to shows. So I'd be at shows not knowing what any of the songs were. So it's nice if there's a song that's accessible enough where you could jump in on the chorus regardless of if it was your favorite song or not. Because I know people will listen to like some songs from an album and completely just not like other ones. So if something like this, even if it's not your favorite song, you could still jump in on it at the show.
You know when I started to get a little bit of more appreciation for power metal bands? This is going to be the most ironic thing ever. I started to get some appreciation for those bands during COVID.
Why?
Because when I was first into metal, like, I didn't have any responsibilities as an adult. So, like, if Korn was in town, I got to see him. If Slipknot was in town, I got to see them. We would just save up the entire year, and that's the only thing we spent our money on.
Oh,
see what I'm saying?
Really? Okay.
So, like, if you think about those bands, like, I got to see them every time I was interested. Then, like, I'm in the hood, blah, 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 no access to metal, have my mental health crisis, going back to God, I don't care about metal. I start listening to metal again with you.
Oh my gosh, really? That's
well,
how
as soon as me and you start listening to metal,
that's
we get to go to all these shows again.
Yeah.
So, like, during COVID was the first time in my life when I'm, like, listening to a constant stream of metal, but I don't have a live show to look forward to.
Oh, wow.
See what I'm saying? And that's where power metal, which to me, even though I don't necessarily like it, it always feels like a live show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it was
I
during
can see
COVID
that.
where I finally started being like, I don't know, power metal. That's okay.
Really? That's so interesting.
Yeah. I've never
So you
said
think
that before,
so you think if COVID never happened and we were so consistently going, you would not have that point of view? You really do think it comes down to that? That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't be able to appreciate it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because every other time I wanted to go to, and like I told you, like you were spoiled. Like as soon as you found a favorite band,
right, we had tickets.
They literally invited you backstage. Like it was ridiculous. Like, and then we left like a pretty major band.
We did
to go hang out. Anyway, that's a long story. But like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of things that you take for granted that when you're sitting back and you're like, yo, I'm listening to this power band and it's like power metal band and it's like, yo, I can imagine being there and blah blah blah. It's like, dang, yo, I missed that.
Okay.
So then you're like, all right. But I wasn't gonna tell anybody on the channel.
Well, looks like we got it out of him.
Yeah, because I feel like that period was terrible, but it was also good to just like remind us, like, yo, how lucky we were to like go to be able to see these bands. Like, we've been extremely lucky to be able to do and to be able to see
with
each other.
That's the part I was thinking about.
Yeah, that was the worst thing about COVID.
Yeah,
was not only like now it's the first time I'm listening to metal, I can't go to the show.
Yeah,
but it's also like, man, we got these people that we have these connections with, and then we always see them at the show, and we're waiting outside, and we can't hang out with those people either. That was trash.
Yeah, yep.
That
I found a band recently that I'm like, I'm very much enjoying, or at least some of their songs I'm really liking. Anyway, as I was listening to it, I ended up like, remember that time we were listening to the entire concert?
Yeah.
I had already listened to the full concert through, and then you came in and you were like, I'm feeling this. So then we played it through a second time, and you listened to the whole concert. And it was like such a cool vibe. And I was thinking, when I was watching it, I was like, everything in this environment is better. Like when you go to a show, sometimes it's smelly. You know, if I'm at my house, it's not. If, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these like, you know, every time I've been to a show, I've been very pregnant. So my legs are killing me. So if I'm at home, I'm comfortable. I'm not in that situation. But that was the one thing that I was like, this is definitely not better. I was like, I wonder what types of people would be listening to this concert. Like, who would buy tickets to this concert that I was watching? And I'm like, oh, it would be so cool to like bump elbows with those people like we have with like in the metal community. So yeah, sure. I could totally hear what you're saying. Like if like shows, being there with your people. I mean, the sound is better if you listen at home than if you're at a concert. It's kind of like fuzzy. You can't necessarily hear it. So, and your ears feel weird when you leave, but you get that experience with everybody else. And I think that's a lot of what we all pay for. But
it's like Metal Cat was saying, I'm very picky about power metal. If it's too clean, I'm usually not into it. I prefer the dirty, less refined production for power metal. Gives more of a live show feeling. Which like this song is like right down the middle for that formula, because like the other thing too is like, I wonder like how much of I'm a guitarist, so like I don't necessarily mind like the refined definition of the power metal guitarist, but I do mind the overproduction of the vocals. Surprise, surprise. This one, the vocals were like not perfect.
Yes.
Like the vocalist was not perfect. He's obviously better than, like, that's the thing like about metal. That's like he's got to be better than everybody you know. Mm-hmm. Like he's got to be better than Joe that sits in the bar on Friday.
Right.
Like he's got to be better than that guy, but he can't be freaking Vivaldi or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that to me is like the range for a metal singer. Like, and this guy was, you know, the new metal thing was like on the you have no skill whatsoever side. You just have, you're nothing but edge. No skill, but edge.
And pain.
Right, yeah. He grew up in, his parents were never divorced. They went on retreats every year. Like, there was no pain at all. Like, literally, like, he doesn't even know what a Band-Aid is. Literally.
Oh, no.
He's got a physical condition where he literally never felt pain in his life, and he's making all his money on foolish people. Anyway.
What?
No, I'm just saying that, like, this kind of power metal was great because this person, like, obviously had more talent than everybody, but had some edge in it, and that's what I like. I like the guitarist, like, I want the guitarist to be as perfect as possible. I don't care what the freaking genre is. But, like, the vocalist, I want it to sound human. But you know what? The vocalist is, like, using a more direct human voice. The guitarist is too, but it's more, come on, you know what I'm saying.
I get
What do you get the song?
This one's a 7.8 for me.
What?
I mean, that's how I feel.
Okay.
This is a reaction channel.
This is a 9.2 for me. This was actually a really, really good song. It's a power metal song, so believe me, it's an honor. But it be at such a high margin.
I mean, I was thinking to myself, the fact that you gave it a 9.2 and it's in the power metal genre means that it's actually a higher score than that. Because for you to score a power metal song high means you really like it. Because you really don't like that genre. Anyway, interesting. You never know what you're going to get. We can't guarantee a positive review.
All right. Vin out.
Sorry out.
All right, guys, we're coming right back with another.
Yeah, we've got 3 more songs on the way, so sit back and listen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the big homie Hunter. I'll see you guys on the other side of the break. I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/VIN and SORI. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 here and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
Buy merch indeed, and y'all shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. We
All
are
right.
at the foothills of the DJ Metalcat /
And
Lilo the Cat stream.
All right, you guys, song number 2. If you can just pull it up in Trello, I just want to make sure he didn't have any comments. But
Song numero dos.
Song number 2 for Metalcat.
Thank you
He's
guys
our
for
DJ.
mercifully pardoning me for my
Third
accent and my congestion.
Yes. Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life.
Semi-Charmed Life.
He said this one, what was written on that?
He says, this one will be the non-metal outlier for this stream.
Okay.
So this is a non-metal song. So be there or be square, dear listener. Here we go.
I don't
song
think he's
number
tricking
2.
us. I think
Third
this
Eye
song is
Blind, Semi-Charmed Life. Let's see it.
Sounds familiar.
Right?
I'm back and I'm holding, I'm smiling, she living, she golden, she lives for me. Says she lives for me, ovation, who want motivation. She comes round and she goes down on me, and I'll make you smile like a drug for you. Do ever what you wanna do, coming over you. Keep on smiling what we go through. One stop to the rhythm that defines you, and I speak to you like the chorus to the verse. Drop another line like a coda with the curse. Coming like a freak show takes the stage. We give him the game she plays. Say I is a feeling, an earthly feeling. I believe in the faith that grows, and the fluoride goes can make me cry. When I'm with you, I feel like I could die, and that would be alright, alright. And when the plane came in, she said she was crossing the velvet rims in the city, which is on the earth to feel alive. And now I'm struggling to survive those days you were wearing that velvet dress. You're the priestess, I must confess, those little red panties, they pass the test. So I tuck around the belly, face down on the mattress one, and you hold me, and we are broken. Still it's all that I wanna do, just a little. Now feel myself heavy off the ground. I'm scared I'm not coming down. No, no, and I won't run from my life. She's got my thoughts now locked down in a smile, but nothing is alright, alright. I want something else to get me through this life, baby. I want something else. Not listening when you say
That was so interesting. It was like familiar and completely unfamiliar.
Well, that was exactly where I was going. Like, remember that time we did an interview one time and somebody asked us about, like, what it was like to hear these classic songs for the first time.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
And, you know, I talked about how funny it was because when you're in a culture, you don't know that you're in a culture.
Yeah.
So people are like, how could you have never heard of blah, 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 blah.
They still say it. I just saw it in the comment section like 2 days ago.
Which to me is like,
I don't
bro,
believe
like,
it.
we were listening, you know, like, Jam Master Jay was old school for us. Like, that's where our head was.
And I don't even know who the hell
So
he
if
is.
Anthrax did the show with whoever, like, we would have never crossed paths, bro.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
yeah.
But, like, but there were things I still wasn't able to communicate about what it was like because this is a perfect example. I knew this song as far as do do do. So me and
yeah,
then
exactly.
2 seconds later on comes so it's like, oh, they've heard this song before, and I'm like, yo, I'm excited, and then I'm like, bro, these lyrics are crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, what is happening? I don't
like,
remember. But then I thought
had
maybe
no
somebody did a remix of
clue.
like an original song. Is that what happened?
No. This was the original.
This was the original.
This was the original.
Why I don't remember anything about these lyrics.
Your iPhone battery's not plugged in, just so.
Oh.
But like, I'm like, yo, we've heard this song, but then it's like, this is a particular song where it's like, dang it, we haven't really heard this song. Because I was like, it was so weird.
Yeah. Can I plug it in, you think?
Yeah. It was weird to see what the dude was doing lyrically.
Yeah.
To a song that made it.
Also, you know what was pretty...
Because it was a successful radio song.
Yeah.
It had to.
It had to have been. We both heard it.
This must have been like a 95 to 98. Somewhere around there.
I would have guessed 90s. I wouldn't have been able to be that exact.
It's got to be somewhere around there. But like, I fully remember this song like in my childhood, like, and it's always the same memory.
What is it?
The memory is the TV, the family TV was facing this way.
Okay.
But my bedroom was in the same floor as the family living room.
Okay.
So I would go in my bedroom because my Super Nintendo set was facing this way. So my entire childhood was me in my room playing Street Fighter 2 and Junior's MTV in the back. That whole little time in Florida, like that was the memory.
Okay. All right.
It's me cheesing with Chun-Li jumping off the wall.
Are you sitting in a beanbag chair? Where are you? What are you sitting in?
I'm on the ground, bro.
You're sitting right on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm trying to get it perfect or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like these are songs that are all playing in the background. But I could have swore to God that I knew this song.
Me too.
But like
when it started, I thought we were gonna start. You know when
and then like I'm like, yo, how did he get this on the radio? But then it's like because it had a nice little poppy sound.
They just went with it.
They were able to slip by, and I guess all the Karens were, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But lyrically, this dude was a monster. I mean, I'm gonna put this up here.
Yeah, do it. Because I mean, I saw some of the lyrics, so it was weird too. Because when it started playing, I totally expected. You know, when you haven't heard a song for a while and you start hearing it played, and if somebody would have asked me, hey, can you say the lyrics to that song? I would probably say no. But if the song is going and right when it gets to that key point, then you start singing it, you probably know more than you thought you would. So I thought it was going to be one of those situations. The song started, I'm like, yo, when the lyrics drop, we're going to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And then the more the lyrics were going, the more I was like,
no, you did not.
What's going on over here?
You didn't know
I couldn't even find any of it except for the do part. Everything else was like completely unfamiliar to me.
Just dress up in something catchy. Just dress it up in something catchy.
Nobody will catch the lyrics.
Yeah. And no one really pays attention to the lyrics. I guess the verses sung are pretty quickly, so it's hard to catch everything he's saying.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm curious to go into it.
I have a friend, and like he came up in the '90s. Like me and him are in the same kind of like age bracket, like end of the millennial scale, and like he mourns the '90s. Like you could get away with things if you could slip under the radar, like you could get away with shit. Now everybody takes this stuff so serious now. Like, you know, like it was almost like a game in the '90s. Like in the '90s, it was like cool to like find a way out of the censor and find a way to beat the man. Like,
yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm not even going to take a side on a given time. Just saying the gatekeepers are now like the cool people, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Like, when did the Teller honors become the cool people? But that's where we are in society right now. So now we can't like.
It's so true. That's so weird.
You can't write songs like this because people from your own crew will betray you. They'll put you on a cross for lyrics like this now. It's true. It's weird. But anyway, okay. So lyrically, he's like, the sky was gold. It was rose. I was taking sips of it through my nose. And I wish I could get back there, someplace back there, smiling in the pictures you would take. Doing crystal meth will lift you up until you break.
Jesus.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's always slipping in something really horrific.
Yeah. Okay.
Inside of this, like, like I wonder if like the '90s allowed that because like it was like a subliminal, subconscious concession to the fact that that's probably the zeitgeist.
Yeah, and maybe it's
this
that
external, we're doing well because we're doing well financially, but inside we're
not doing okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe too it was like kind of like a gamble because you've got 4 lines before it that are okay, and then it's like that. Then it was like doing crystal meth until you break. You know what I'm saying? So you have out of 5 verses, only one of them actually has like that punch point to it. So if people are hearing it, it is less likely that everybody's going to be focused on that one point. The masses are not going to experience it that way. The masses are going to experience it by how the song makes them feel. I mean, most people don't really dive into lyrics. That's not something that people like. Do you do it even on your spare time? You always dive into the lyrics?
But again, like when you listen to hip hop, you're oriented to lyrics. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially the type of hip hop that I was like, that I came of age. It was the Bronx. We started it. I mean, we did, but you see what I'm saying?
See.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of pressure on the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was the only place where you would see the gangsters like mega focused, and it wasn't on like gang shit. It was just like everybody knew, like, oh, he's saying something. I'm gonna watch what he's saying to see, you know. So when I look at the lyrics here, I'm like, damn, how did he get away with this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because he literally says crystal meth, like, you know, Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Right. Yeah. We always have
Like,
seen it like coded
like,
in different ways.
That's like a code. This
yeah,
guy
but he just came right out and said it.
because this was a radio song. That's the other thing. Like, this joint was a radio song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then he said, it won't stop. I won't come down. I keep stock with the TikTok rhythm. A bump for the drop, and then I bump up. I took the hit that I was given. Then I bumped again. Then I bumped again. I said,
pretty sure that's probably a reference to cocaine. Probably. That's probably all like cocaine talk.
Okay.
So
yeah,
her drug of choice is crystal meth. His is apparently cocaine.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
How do I get back there to the place where I fell asleep inside of you? What do I get myself back to the place where you said, I want something else to get me through this semi-charmed kind of life, baby? So to me, the song is ultimately about, like, maxing out on, you know, carnal pleasures, concupiscence, whatever you want to say. Just maxing out on that and still realizing that you're not satisfied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because...
because what he wants to is he wants to go back to something simpler, it seems like.
Right, but it's something. I want something else. It's some unnamed thing that's not what he has, but it's unnamed because he doesn't know what it is. Right, because he keeps saying something else, and she keeps saying the same thing. Go ahead.
Okay, so when he says that he wants to get back to where he fell asleep inside her, to me that's like, there's a lot of trust and a lot of simplicity in that relationship when that is taking place. So he wants that. And he says, how do I get myself back to the place where you said, so that's where he wants to be. And then he said, where she said, I want something else to get me through this. So it almost seems like, cause she was the meth one. So maybe he's talking about a time where she was like, I'd like to be able to get through this life without meth. It almost seems like she was coming to a point where she wanted to change. I don't know. See what I'm saying?
Well, there's a difference between wanting to change and wanting something else. You see what I'm saying? All she's saying
I
is
want
she
something
wants
else to get me through this life.
Right.
Yeah.
She just wants something else because the meth and the boyfriend or whatever it is.
I'm not listening when you say goodbye is a weird follow-up.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. Like the meth isn't doing it. The boyfriend isn't doing it. She wants something else, and so does he. But it's never named throughout the song because it doesn't necessarily matter what that something is or isn't to that couple because you're listening to the song.
Yeah. And
so whoever you are in the story, whether you're the guy or you're the girl, the assumption, there's a meta narrative on top of the whole thing, which is, how this feels because we've all been through this kind of a relationship where it looks great here, and here, but then there's this fatal flaw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, every time, like, there's something cool in the verse, there's also something nightmarish in there. Like, you can look at it like, oh, he fell asleep inside of her. Like, sure, there's some way you can romanticize that. But in the universe of this song, it's more likely to me that he passed out in a drug-addled stupor. You know what I'm saying? And that's more likely to happen.
Oh my gosh.
And she is also in a drug-addled stupor saying, while that scene is happening, saying, I want something more than this. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, there's a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's a lot of ways.
Orion.
There's a lot of ways that could work.
So I believe in the sand beneath my toes. The beach gives a feeling, an earthly feeling. I believe in the faith that grows, and the four right chords can make me cry. When I'm with you, I feel like I could die, and that would be all right. So this one's just a positive verse about them. about how he feels about being with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then now we're talking about a plane. What, you want to read that one?
When the plane came in, she said she was crashing. The velvet it rips in the city. We tripped on the urge to feel alive. Now I'm struggling to survive. I mean, tripped is another term for
right. Yeah.
You know, whatever.
And to feel alive.
So I just think that these are all like little tales of them maxing out on whatever drug they can find and then getting to the end of it and wanting something else. So the something is completely undefined throughout the song. And they think that there's something about being with each other that's going to do it, and something about doing some sort of drug together while they're with each other is supposed to do it. And every single time that happens, they always end up telling each other they want something else because they're...
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. I mean, I really liked this song. It had that... It was so crazy because, like, the sound of it kept throwing me to the past because I have some memory with it, too. I mean, I'm assuming that it was, you know, once I started driving my own car, it was probably a song that would come up. You said it was the radio song, so you probably heard it, you know, I don't know where. But I definitely heard it, and I know I heard it more than once. And it always gave me, like, the feel of, like, a summertime vibe, like a happy feeling, whatever. Yeah. As soon as the song started, that was just such a weird thing because... So the sound of the song kept throwing me to the past, but then
nostalgic
the lyrics,
past?
the nostalgic past,
good times.
But then the lyrics kept like making me be like right here and now. Like I got to focus on these lyrics because I don't know what's happening with them. I don't remember this. But anyway, that one was fun. It's a 9.8, and it might be an emotional 9.8. I'm not really sure because I have a good feeling about it, and even when I re-listen to it, I like it.
You hit exactly where I hit. Like, it definitely, like, emotionally brought me... Because to me, those are good memories. Mm-hmm. Just because it's about 2 summers, which for us at the time was, like, planting a flag.
Yeah.
So those are good memories, you know, because if I was not playing Super Nintendo... I was either at school or playing bass. You know what I'm saying? I was doing something with you know, with my friends. But so it was great nostalgia. It brought me back there. Lyrically, I think it's brilliant because I live in a completely different universe now. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's brilliant to you know, Ghost I think is doing a really good job at sneaking dark themes in with a poppy template.
Certainly, yeah.
I think Ghost but Ghost is purposely almost hiding what they're doing. Whereas this guy came out and said crystal meth in the song.
Yeah. He came right out.
But it was so singy and catchy that it doesn't matter. And they brilliantly sandwiched all that terrible meaning between and so, like, you know, the execs are like, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, send it through.
Yep. That's crazy.
If you could find a way to do that to the man, you were solid. Solid.
Yep. 9.8 for me. What do you give it?
9.8. Definitely a 9.8.
Oh, we match. Okay.
Definitely a 9.8. Definitely a 9.8.
All right, you guys. We'll be right back. We've got another song coming at you. Just you wait.
Just you wait. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Down.
I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sorry says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/VIN and SORI. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. A child shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Your brother is a tad. A tad.
Under the weather.
Not a Todd, okay? Not a Ted. A tad. Under the weather.
But he's here. That's all that matters. All right. Pull up the Trello board, babe.
Yes, sir.
We're doing a DJ stream for Metal Cat and his kitty Leela. Up
That's right.
next is song number 3, a band you may or may not have heard of.
I'm pretty
It
sure
is
the name of this
Pig Destroyer,
Pig Destroyer.
Junkyard God. He says, and now for something completely different. Okay. We'll be the judge of that. Maybe we've heard something like it, or maybe it's completely different. Or maybe he means it's completely different in this stream. We'll find out.
Let's see. I'm going to get the lyrics now.
Junkyard God. Oh my gosh. It's,
Not dog. God. Junkyard dog.
Here we go.
God. All right. Pig Destroyer. Let's do it.
I'm eating candy corn. It's coming. We're about to start the song. Prepare yourself. There's a lot of lyrics. What's happening, babe? Should I pull the curtain down too? Well, you guys, it's been quite a day. I wish I could tell you about it, but I can't. Seriously. This is not a comedy show. I can't think of things to say.
I think I should have it here.
Maybe it's an ask the DJ or the hosts and an anything. So type it in the comment section.
I got it. Here we go.
Were those lyrics correct?
Yeah.
I couldn't even follow it. I was like, I got like the first 3 or 4 lines, and after that, I couldn't keep caught up. Oh my gosh. That was a really like scary thought, like a picture. My knuckles are bleeding on your front door. I just pictured this like big guy, and he's banging so hard like that his knuckles are bleeding. And then it says, and these flowers are wilting in the rain. I'm like, the only way that flowers could wilt in the rain is if they were already picked. So he was bringing flowers to her. And then he says, and they were for you. And that now they are for no one. Like he's flipped on her. She didn't want his affections, I guess. They are irrelevant as mercenaries in times of peace. I wanted you to explain that.
They are smoke twisting off the lips of a movie star. Here is a boy with paper skin long to touch the girl of broken glass.
See? Oh, that's so creepy what the light did. Oh my god, babe. Stop this madness. Oh, stop it. I can't even. Okay, I need to calm down. Oh my gosh, that was so creepy. And then the baby cries. What the fuck?
Terrified the shit out of our child. No, but this guy can write his ass off. I don't know how I feel about the vocals. You know, you always talk about desperation in vocals.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about death metal, we almost like begrudge the mechanization of that vocal style, so it's almost sounds automatic and not human. So it's like this vocal style sounded extremely human to me. Like it like disturbed me.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying that as a negative. I was waiting for that. Okay.
So like I don't know if that means did I rate them high? You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't like the vocal style, but I didn't like it because they did a great job.
That's
of
my
being
issue.
Disturbing.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Because I like the sound of desperate vocals, but this type of desperate vocal, I was like, ooh, it sounded like a scary man. And then when the story came out, it was definitely a scary man, like beating on the door like that. That was just like, ooh.
And the line here is pretty crazy.
Which one?
Here is a boy with paper skin who
I don't
longs to touch
understand
the girl of broken glass. She loves it when he wears a skin like
Okay, this is what I think happened. When he says the boy with paper skin who longs to touch the girl of broken glass, I think he broke through the glass to get into her house. And that's why he's calling her the girl of broken glass. And I think that his skin tore when he broke through the glass. And that when he got in there, she was probably horrified by the sight of him. But instead, he tells himself she likes it when he wears his skin like that.
In tatters.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like lyrically, this guy is incredible.
It was horrifying.
Yeah. But the way that he delivered,
they're both the same. It was horrifying, and he was incredible, and that those meet in the middle.
And like the build up, you know, to that song was kind of unsettling.
Yes.
You know, considering the name of the band, I was like, this sounds like some metal type shit is about to happen. This like beat keeps going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like I got the lyrics like right there in front of me, but to your point, they're kind of not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was
Anyway,
very, very, very difficult.
Yeah, for me, this is a 9.8. It's an easy 9.8 because no, I would never listen to this song again. I don't even want to be in a dimly lit room where this song is being played. So no, I don't want to hear this song again. It was very creepy. But I feel like that's where he gets his props because
I feel like kind of that's.
I'm going to tell you what.
I don't even know really how to like
Okay.
like compare the song.
So when we first started doing escape rooms, we did one that was on the Zodiac Killer. It was insanely scary for me. Anyway, they did such a great job. It really knocked it up. Anyway, so sometimes I think to myself, you know, if we become this or that, like maybe we could own an escape room for a little bit of time. That would probably be fun. And then I think to my honest to God, there are different metal songs that when I hear them, I think, ooh, I would use that one in the scary room. This one is the front runner for the scary room in our escape room, if we ever do one. Right?
Yeah.
You start playing this at a certain point when they have to make a decision.
The Lignag Noda one where she's doing the monster, the serial killer lady. That vocal and this, but exactly what I was saying. Like,
it's unsettling. He did such a great job. I can't.
Haunted houses or whatever. Like, you do that to like have that experience and say you did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not the type of person that's gonna like continuously go back to the same haunted house. Mm-hmm. Because you know me, like if I'm gonna do some shit like that, fine, I'll do it. One time, that's it. I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what this band is to me. It's like, if you write another song like that, bro, with that kind of vocal style, like I'll never listen to you guys.
Yes, okay, I know where you're going. I'm 100%.
You see what I'm saying?
So funny. Yeah.
But like,
we're not saying that he's not good. He's like great, but he's so great, it's just not for me.
He is so good.
You know, horror is a whole genre.
I'm already so sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's places I won't go psychologically.
I got you. I'm already 100%. I'm giving this a 9.8. I can't give it any less than that because I think he really did. I'm not even sure that I could improve on this song if I was going to keep going with that same theme. He may get hit 10 within his genre, but I'm going with a 9.8. Oh my gosh, Matt.
I don't know. You gave it a 9 out of 8.
Yeah. I'm not going to give it a 10, because, I didn't feel it like that, but I definitely think he just knocked it out of the park with, again, is this what he does on all of his albums and all of them? Because then it's not just a scary song, like he's probably a scary person. But this song, it was creepy.
I did not enjoy this song, but I was completely captured by the song.
Yep, like that flamethrower person.
And lyrically, he said a lot with those lyrics. I gotta give this one a 9.5. Give us a second, guys. We have returned.
We're back. So yeah, 9.8 for me.
Congratulations, this song scared the children. This is such a difficult song to rate for me. But I think I'm going to park with a 9.5.
Could you have made, if you were to stay with the same intention of the song, which is like the creepy energy, the vocals, the sound of it, everything is all headed in the same direction. If you put, he's at a 9.4 in your mind, What would have pushed him further? How could he have made this song worse in your mind to give it a better score?
Well, you know what they say about the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to think, why are they in the Hall of Fame, then they should be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So if I have to think why his song's a 10, then in my mind, I can't give it a 10. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, 100%. Yeah. But that wasn't the question.
I didn't enjoy
ladies
the
and
song
gentlemen.
at all. And most of the time, my enjoyment of a song goes a long way into my rating of a song.
Okay.
But then I say to myself, not everybody is trying to entertain me. Some people are trying to give you a fucked up day. So if that was the premise, how did they do? Right? I
And?
started the show nauseous. I am 10 times more nauseous now than I was 20 minutes ago.
You look it, too.
I attribute a lot of it to this guy. See what I'm saying?
I do.
So that's going to land me with a 9.5.
All right.
It was only a 2-minute song.
That's fair.
Not a lot of lyrics, but I don't think he's like, yeah, I'm going to entertain the reactors with this one. I don't think he was going for it.
Right. I'm with it.
He wants a person like me to react to the song this way. Like, if you have the nerve not to be a regular listener of Pig Destroyer, then that pig is going to destroy your food for the rest of the night.
Boom.
So there you go.
There you have it.
9.5.
9.8.
There you go.
We'll see you on the other side of the commercial. Sorry out.
Gone. All right, guys. Can't believe that this guy has me extremely curious. This vocalist or whoever wrote these lyrics.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know who. Okay, guys. We have a commercial break. Hang on.
I'd also like to hear from his exes.
What?
I'd also like to hear from his exes. Was he like that? Because he's banging on this woman's door, bloody knuckled, all that. Is he crazy like that, or is this an exaggeration? What are we dealing with here, folks? Is this a story to him or real life? Go to a commercial, babe. I'm getting real concerned.
If you're one of those girls, email Shorty because I don't want no parts of that at all. At all. I'm Ben.
I'm sorry.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull
You
that
can
off.
also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/VIN and SORI. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 here and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
Buy merch indeed. A child shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. We're in the midst of a DJ stream of the big homie DJ Middlecat and honorary DJ of the night, Leela. You see
Here she
Shorty right
is.
there.
All right, you guys. Last song on the stream tonight. Pull that trello board up. Last song on the stream tonight is by a. You have the.
Yes.
Apologies. I don't have the list.
3 Inches of Blood is the name of the band.
Okay. Deadly Sinners is the name of the song.
Is the name
Did
of the
he say
song.
anything?
Nope. No,
Okay.
he did not. He did not.
No warning.
3 Inches of Blood, Deadly Sinners. Here we go, y'all. The big homie Metal Cat with an assist from DJ Leela. Let's check it out. 3 Inches of Blood. Let's do it.
Who is? Oh, this is my fault.
I didn't say a word.
You
Hold
said-
on, dear listener.
You said you're killing me.
This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for your child. You do realize that, right?
I didn't make that child on my own.
Yeah, but you're the one that's like, oh, love him. Don't leave him at the hospital.
No, I need you guys to go hang out.
I need you to hang out on that side, okay?
Come on.
Hang out on that side, all right? You're almost there, buddy. Razor, just lay back down, my bro. Lay back down, okay? All right, Soraya's on her way back. Soraya's on her way back. We gotta rewind that joy.
Yeah. All right.
The camera started moshing. He said, "Everybody got jokes. Everybody got jokes against us.
Yeah, whatever, you guys.
These people are merciless."
I know. Look at the thing's crooked, babe. And I look like I'm much taller than you.
Who cares?
Oh, that's okay? Oh.
Yeah, I don't care. It's all right. Dude. Dude, I'm with this kind of. This is another power metal band, right? Like, this is a power metal song, ain't it? Maybe he didn't want to say anything.
I would say so.
Like,
but it also has some hair band influence too.
Well, that's power metal, man. Like, power metal is like
they're one
hair
the same?
band, but like somehow they're cooler, basically. Yeah,
wow.
It's one of the reasons I don't really like power metal.
Okay.
But like, again, like that middle part, like he was. I like that vocal style, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
but like, that's
it was
probably,
surprising too.
I didn't want to like keep fast forwarding and
reversing a lot,
rewinding the tape, but like
the tape
when he would get dirty with the vocal, I loved it. I like that. That would be like my preferred vocal style. Like if you have to get guttural or dirty or whatever you want to call it, I'd rather have it go there than pretend you're angry all the time. Like it's a different kind of
I see what you're saying.
It's like really, like, can a dude from Slipknot really do like what he did on that first record, fucking 25 years later? Really?
You're asking a lot.
You're still mad at that guy from the neighborhood record shop? Okay, the guy who makes.
Maybe you just take
4 years what you made in one night.
Yeah, maybe you just take whatever you're currently pissed about and you just put that into the song so you can still sing it with like. So you're having some relationship problem.
I guess, but this, I like this because like when he got grimy, he got it was cool. But like to me, this is a perfect formula because they, somebody said he's no Rob Halford, but of course nobody's Rob Halford, but. He did go on a Halford-inspired run.
Yeah, for sure.
But they had stacked that with the other vocalist or him, whoever it was, with the guttural part, though. Mm-hmm. They were stacked right on top of each other. And, like, somebody gets it. Like, the contrast is great. But if it's too clean all the time and it's in a power metal context, then it's just going to be too...
Oh, so you think he put them at the same time to kind of offset each other? Whoop.
Yeah. Like, he did that on purpose. Like, I think he's, like, trying to like, either carve out their own space as a band within the genre, or if he's trying to create an entirely different genre itself, which would be, like, edge power metal or whatever. People, blackened power metal, whatever you want to call it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In either way, I think he could be successful, or he is. Like, this is probably the band that created this genre, and we're just now discovering it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we're always so behind everybody anyway.
I know.
Like, how can you know?
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I definitely heard some Iron Maiden in there. The song it felt like it had a couple different sounds to it. Lyrically, though, when they were doing the Deadly Sinners part, that's another one that would be great to do at a concert because everybody can jump in on it.
This one?
When the chorus came, the Deadly Sinners part.
Yeah. Like there's a call and response.
Yeah.
Call and response, that element for sure. For sure. More Halford than Bruce. But yeah, like guitar wise, definitely like that moment was more like there were certain moments in the song where you'd be like, oh, Rob Halford. Like when dude took it there at that high register.
Right, clearly.
And like when we both looked at each other and said, oh, Iron Maiden, that was more the guitar. So like I'm agreeing. Like, yeah, it was more like Iron Maiden on guitar than vocally. Vocally, it was more. See what I'm saying? He's more Rob Halford than Bruce. Is what Neil is saying, and I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
The Bruce Dickinson is the Iron Maiden vocalist, but he wasn't really a Maiden kind of vocalist. But there was a Maiden guitar section.
Yeah, for sure.
Guitar, like. But that's the thing about power metal. It's like you take. It just looks to me like you take like the pinnacle of like all these like niche kind of vocalists. So you got to have a Halford capable vocalist and a like classically trained guitarist and a classically trained rhythm section.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
when you're saying it like that, all of a sudden it sounds calculated.
well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, all those guys are all perfect. So when the vocalist is a little grimy, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're going to have something that's not...
like, perfect.
Yeah,
you know,
even though it's perfect in its own lane, it's still imperfect compared to the styles of the other things.
I just feel like
so definitely...
I feel like other bands would struggle covering this band. So, like, you kind of have to be in the power metal atmosphere to do this band.
Yeah.
But you can't, because I feel like a lot of times with like power metal vocals, especially, if you know how to read music, you can sing like that guy.
Yeah.
Whereas nobody can sing like Corey Taylor.
Right.
Nobody can do Teen Spirit when he wanted to, like
Right.
Cobain.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, so nobody can do it like the people who wrote it, like the people who originated it. But anyway, what do you get this song?
You go first. Let me think a little bit. What are you giving it? Oh, you're thinking.
I enjoyed this song more than any song I listened to tonight.
Okay.
So
we do.
now,
We learned from earlier that factors a lot into the score.
Right. Well, it's funny because like usually, like before I started the channel, if I said I liked a song, that's the only thing most people would say, right? Like most people would just say I liked it or I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And that's usually like the be all end all.
Yeah.
But then it's like when you're really forced to think about, well, yeah, but what about outside of your opinion?
Mm-hmm.
What about things that you can actually measure?
Mm-hmm.
What about those things? Like being in the channel and then like interacting with people, having a comment section, even a guy like Dwayne, like it forces you to think outside of the way that because you don't like something, like that automatically adjusts it. I don't know if that like happens with you like outside of this discussion where it's like now I think to myself, well, I don't like something, but then I'm like, yeah, but what if there's no other reason?
Yeah.
And I just dislike something. But like there's all these factors that I didn't consider just like I did with music. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
okay.
I get it.
Yeah, like that's one of those weird sort of byproducts of doing this thing that we almost never talk about because it's so hard to explain.
Yeah. Yeah, but I understand what you're saying.
There it is. You get a peek.
Yeah.
A peek into my mind and the shit I waste time on. All right. Canadian
so wait,
Rocks,
what did you rate it?
Canada Rock says he's going to give it a 7 for it being Canadian. I don't know what that means.
A? So what did he say? A? I guess, so you don't know what you're rating it?
Go ahead.
No, I put you first for a reason. I'm bouncing something off you.
What do you think I'm going to say?
I feel like you're going to rate this one on the higher side. I think that you're going to probably go with like a 9.2. I feel like I'm at an 8.7 and I feel like you're at a 9.2. But if your score was a lot off from where I thought I was and you were, that would make me reconsider my score. I know that sounds crazy, but that's exactly what my plan is. So that's why I need you to rate first, sir.
I'm going to give this song a 9.7. Now, I told you I enjoyed this song more than any other song.
Okay.
But I had to give the classic song. See, like, like I had to give them the high score of the night just because, like, it did its job.
It
like,
really did.
To this moment, I don't Third Eye Blind, something kind of life or something like that. Third Eye Blind, something
Uncharmed
Life, something like that.
Uncharmed kind of life or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't bet that farm on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my point is that band did its job perfectly tonight, so that I can't beat them. But I enjoyed this song more than the other song. but I'm subordinating my enjoyment of it to the fact that the other band achieved a classic by brilliantly using a theme that's like literally stayed with me for 20, probably 30, I don't know, closer to 30 than 20 years.
So
you know what I'm saying?
And I had to have heard it less than you did.
Yeah, like, that's so powerful, man. Like, to be able to do that. So, but I enjoyed this song more than any other song. It really, really made it really is like, yo, I want to go out. I want to see a band. Like, it doesn't even have to be like, it doesn't even have to be like a big band, like any of our, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could just be just the atmosphere, man, the energy of going to a live show. Especially if it's a show where people know, like, what the band is saying. Like, I don't even care if I don't know what the band is saying, but, like, if just being in that environment where, like, that call and response.
Yeah.
This band, like, that's what I'm saying. The other band affected me because it's like, okay, I don't want to eat for the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying?
So crazy. Looks like I don't have to cook.
Yeah. You don't have to cook. This band made me want to go out. Like, I want to go out now.
Really?
You know, just being that atmosphere, that energy.
Okay. All right. So what are you giving it? You gave it a 9.7. And I said it may or may not adjust my score. I will give this one 8.9. So it did make an adjustment. 8.9, ladies and gentlemen.
What did you initially rate it?
I gave it an 8.7 initially. Well, I didn't.
8.9 was your big jump?
Well, no, I didn't say it was going to be a big jump.
8.9 was your big jump?
It was going to be a jump depending on what you said. It could have gone the other direction. I could have gone with a lower score based off what you said. So it just depends on, like, once you say what you have to say about it, then I decide whether or not I agree with you. Or if I heavily disagree with what you just made for an announcement, plus you scored yourself higher, then I knock it down lower. It just depends. Go ahead.
You rated 2 songs in the 9s of the song. You're saying that you enjoyed this song the 3rd most, or even the 4th most of all the songs you listened to tonight.
Yo, yeah, it was lower on the scoreboard, of course.
You enjoyed it that less. That much less.
I don't rate songs based off of how they rate up against other songs. That's not how I do it. I base a song based off of 1, how I experience it, 2, you know,
okay, whether, so
there is a little box where you influence my score, because if you pull something really great out of the song, like, wow, those people are really deep, I'm like, okay, I'm mad deep people, I'm gonna give them some props for that. Why wouldn't I? So, you know, you have a little box of influence over my score, but, you know, sometimes when you say something, I'm like, I could completely disagree with what you just said, and then the score goes lower.
I think you're crazy.
You can think that, babe.
I think that's crazy.
But I have an algorithm, and my algorithm is that this song is an 8 point.
So the other 2 songs that you ranked in the 9s were, in your mind, definitively and objectively head and shoulders clearly above this last song.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I do think so. Because that other song, the doo-doo-doo one, what I told you, I said that was probably an emotional score that I gave that one. So that is what it is. The other one was the crazy song, and that crazy song was extremely crazy. So I didn't give it a 9.8 because I think that they're like a great band that I can't wait to go play as soon as the stream ends. No, I'm never going to hear that song again, and I'm going to avoid that band. But I think that they did a great job at what they did. So that's why they got the score that they got. This song to me was, I felt like I've heard this before. I feel like that, you know, this wasn't anything that kind of like jumped out at me.
Okay.
I will say though, his up and then his down at the same time, that's new. But because it happened at the same time, my mind could only focus on one really at a time. So I didn't really hear the down. I only heard the up.
Okay. So what song you're saying? So the doop doop doop, whatever. Okay, fine. Metal Cat. So you would say this is the worst song for the entire show? It's at the bottom of the list.
It's pretty close to the bottom, yeah.
Okay. So, Metal Cat, I'm just curious. Where would you put this song on your list? This doesn't prove anything.
Yeah. That's a good question.
It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't say anything about me or you. It doesn't say anything about that. I just want to hear Brother Metal Cat. What does Brother Metal Cat
100%,
have to say
100%,
about the situation?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Do your homework. Okay, so we're gonna wait for his answer. But okay, so I already scored, and you already scored, right? So why don't we end the stream, not the stream, but end the thing, and then let him come in when he comes in. So
no, because I'm sure he's typing right now. He's on his way. Oh, is that the situation?
I wanted the crying and all of that out of it, so we could cut the stream if we needed to.
I mean, what's he doing?
Orion.
Hey, well, it looks like.
Okay, did he say?
Pig Destroyer was his first favorite one, and then he put in 3 Inches of Blood as his number 2 favorite song, and you put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
So he's between you and I, because I like 3 Inches of Blood. 3 Inches of Blood was my most enjoyed song. I enjoyed that song the most. Why do you have his haircut like that? He looks like Hitler.
He did his hair for him.
Why did you do his hair like that?
I fixed it.
He fixed his hair. I think he did a great job.
Here we go.
Okay.
Go that way. Go. Disturbing kid.
Okay, so at the end of the day, yes, that's what I rated it.
No, he's got it. He's got it
as his number 3?
Pretty much. No,
number 2.
That was his number 2. Big Destroyer was his favorite one. Which, Pig Destroyer, I could never give it number 1 because it was 2 minutes long or something like that. Which is stupid. But you're in the middle of 4 songs. Any little thing differentiates.
Wow.
As far as an entire song, I felt like that 3 Inches band was the band of the night as far as enjoyability.
Okay.
So that's why they got scored what they got scored. But you're saying, what'd you say they were? A 5, a 4?
No.
Something like that. What do you give them? What? I just remember it being a shameful score.
This one I just gave a score to?
Yeah.
I had it at an 8.7, and then I think I bumped it to an 8.9.
So still under 9.
Oh, yes, still under 9. Yes.
Okay.
That is definitively a yes. That is a yes. Please, Ya Rasul, do not do that.
Okay. I'm going to stay with my score. It's a 9.7. It was a song of the night for me. I'm giving the doo-wop song, which is funny because he gave it, that was his 4th favorite song, Metal Cat, which makes a lot of sense because they're not really metal. They're an outlier. Mm-hmm. But that was more like a nostalgia pick.
Yeah,
but, he's
100%.
Like a metalhead at heart. He's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to that shit. But see, I got a different things I got to measure that by, though. I got to respect the hustle.
Take this away. Stop doing
what that band did was incredible.
Mm-hmm. 100%. 100%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes...
Oh, hold on. Wait. Grindcore is probably the hardest music to judge as a reaction because generally one song isn't enough. So that Pig Destroyer band
Was Grindcore.
Their Grindcore. Is that what that is?
I'm guessing that's what he was saying. That's.
Vin won't take the supplement that prevents this problem. What supplement would that be?
Good question.
I don't remember this.
Some people like echinacea, you know. Maybe
he just updated some polls on Discord today. All right, 9.7 for me. What'd you give it?
I gave it an 8.9.
There you are, dear listener. Nothing we could do to get your sister to bring up the score into the nines where the band
maybe your score
rightfully deserves to be.
More NyQuil. Let's go, babe.
Then out.
Sorry, Al.
Gone. We ain't really going okay, so that band was Grindcore. That band, the what do you call it?
The last one that we just listened to?
No, Pig Destroyer.
Yeah.
The 2-minute band.
Okay, so that's Grindcore. All right.
Is that what they do though? They do 2-minute songs?
I mean, I'm not familiar enough with the Metal Cat's the one to ask. Metal Cat, do they usually, is that typical of them to do very short songs? Okay, Orion, get those dumped out and go to bed, please.
Well, hold on, Metal Cat. Is that a normal thing or is that a Pig Destroyer thing?
Here.
The 2 minutes.
Here.
Yep.
I'm gonna go make a bottle.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Hey.
Yeah, man, I know. Yeah, he looks like a horrible cross between Hitler and what do you call it? Elijah Muhammad. You know? Yes. Both of them in the fire, probably, unfortunately. Holy shit. They'll do some under a minute, some around 90 seconds, some really long on occasion. Whoa. No. Hey, put that down, huh? No, it's not a toy, bro. Your mom, we're getting a bottle for you because you pretty much blackmailed us to hold us and our friends hostage until we fed you. So there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna look out for Pig Destroyer in the future because I'm extremely, what do you call that? I'm very curious about this Grindcore. What are the distinctives of Grindcore, Neil? Neil / Metal Cat / Middle. What are the distinctives of Grindcore? Holy shit. Sorry. There's that, I think it's Pig Destroyer. The first 2 songs on the record. First song is 35 seconds.
35?
Second song is 49 seconds.
What? You remember that time that we went to
Nam?
Nam? Yeah.
And it was like that 2-second song.
Gershok introduced us to a song
pain.
that was like,
The guy just said pain.
literally just like seconds long.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like that.
Grindcore is an offshoot of the extreme punk scene music, so they're prone to doing whatever they want. Oh, really? Okay, so Grindcore is a form of punk. Combines hardcore and death metal. Yeah, I definitely felt like it was a hardcore song. Like, it felt like the intro kind of felt like a hardcore song, but like I always felt like it was building up to something, you know, like which is kind of what you expect of hardcore songs, but it got kind of spooky at the same time. Grindcore, heavy metal, and hardcore punk mixture. VIN is no fun tonight. How dare you? How dare you say I'm no fun tonight? How dare you? Yeah, like I said, I definitely felt like that hardcore vibe. Like that hardcore New York. But then, like, as the song progressed, I'm like, oh, I don't know. You can't really say that's hardcore. That's something different. Napalm Death were one of the early big bands on the genre. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. People keep saying I look like I'm about to pass out. I'm trying to ask some questions about this this grindcore shit.
It doesn't matter. Whenever he's sick, he doesn't stop. He just does the things that he wants to do, and it doesn't matter. I don't even fight him on it anymore. I agree. You look like you should be in bed. But
what do you mean? What does that mean?
You know, when you're feeling better, go back and look at this video and see. You look like you're tired, and you need to rest. But whatever.
We need another oil spill. Hardcore ethos. Grindcore's strong structures tend to more closely follow hardcore music. Grindcore that leans more heavily towards death metal is usually called death grind.
What did Park say?
I was asking what the what do you call it?
Maybe go to bed.
The distinctives of grindcore was. Everybody's trying to get rid of me, man. Holy shit!
You just
everybody on.
Well,
jeez.
Do what you want.
Cal Decapitation also has influence from grindcore or death.
I heard that the Beatles had something to do with them.
You take banjo. A little bit Hunter. Yes. I'm fine. I'm pretty sure I had COVID. I think. Do you agree or no?
I think so. I mean, you were smelling weird and tasting weird. Those are always the first to go.
And then that other situation that never happens to me. So that's my thing. It's like I feel like I'm pretty much over it. Like, but I look worse than it's the best I've felt in the last couple days.
Oh, really? You actually look the worst you've looked.
Right, but I was feeling really bad, you know. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, apparently, like, you know, we're due up for another round of, I don't want to call it hysteria, whatever it is, y'all. But I could tell you it wasn't fun, but, you know, relatively healthy situation. So, but, yeah, definitely had some symptoms for sure. Definitely had some symptoms for sure, but I don't want to exaggerate it, but I don't want to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm like putting feelers out. It looks like coming around for people to start politicizing that shit again. So,
shoot, I missed what we were talking about. Let me just hold him. We're just kind of hanging out.
He said next tree would be all Pig Destroyer.
Oh wow.
That would actually be a big treat for me because the only reason I'm asking that I was trying to ask all these questions about this band was to get the subject matter around this band.
That's so funny. Well, that would be crazy because I said I was never going to listen to them again.
I'm extremely intrigued by them. Like this is like simultaneously the worst and best thing about the job.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
like
if I was going to be forced,
discipline, like no, dude, you're not going to listen to any of that band.
See, I literally wouldn't have. So if he doesn't do it, I would not have done it. But if it happens to happen, it will be interesting to see if we think the same thing at the end of the 4 songs. If he makes like a less disturbing song that I could listen to, like that'd be great. Because then I could say like, yo, that song that I never want to listen to again is like on the extreme end of the library. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of shit like way before then that I would love in that direction. See what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, there you have it.
Oh, look, he said. I mean, I don't. I know
what challenge.
I know what you trying to irk you or whatever, but what's his face? He's saying you better boost up G blah 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 because he's trying to get me. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Blah blah blah.
What's it about?
I said I probably landing out of COVID, probably getting out of COVID.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he's saying, oh, time to get your booster, and blah blah blah.
Okay.
Because he wants me to go. He wants me to because he knows. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows where we're at with it. So.
Well, yeah. Try it. Try the challenge.
The lyrical subject matter of that album is fairly similar. It's all serial killer based. But is it a certain serial killer? Like, is it like a whole Jeffrey Dahmer type album? Who's that band?
I think this child wants you.
There was one that was really crazy. What was that really crazy band? It was very graphic.
Cattle decapitation.
They were like before cattle decapitation.
Though. There was something like Stillborn. That was that Omega band, right? It was like I don't know.
That's the Omega? No, it wasn't.
I don't know. There was one about like a Stillborn. I can still see the album cover.
Something about face. It's like a gory. They're like a gory band. It's like face, like something like destroying somebody's face or something.
I feel like there's something vague that keeps popping. I don't know what it is.
Was it Infant Annihilator? Yeah, it was a fictional song. It was a fictional song. Remember when we just got sick? No, not Buried with Leeches. It was Hammer Smashed Face.
Almost said something about a hammer smashing.
What's the Hammer Smashed Face? What's the band that does that? Like, that's all they do. Is that kind of shit. There it goes, right there.
Was there like Square Hammer or something like that?
No, it's right there. Hammer, it's Cannibal Corpse. That was a band. Corpse. They're not grindcore, are they?
Ooh, I don't know.
Or are they? Yeah, Neil said that's Cannibal Corpse. What genre is that, Metal Cat?
Pass me that water, babe. Oh, no, here it is.
Apparently they're just death metal. Apparently they're just death metal there.
All right. Well,
Cannibal Corpse or damn, a cinder crying. You disgusting motherfucker. What a fucking gross person. I swear to God. They had a heavy influence on brutal death metal that came later.
boys. No.
All right, guys.
I think we did, Hunter. I feel like we listened to that nastiness. We've listened to some songs like there's been a couple of them that are in that category. I feel like that's a title we've done.
Very highly listen to that song. I feel like I would have remembered that one like forever.
Ugh.
Oh man, talk about making me throw up. Huh?
Yep.
All right, land the plane.
All right, you guys. Thank you for coming through. We've got more streams coming up in the not so distant future. In the meantime, take care of each other.
I think that's a real song.
You need to go to bed.
I think that's like literally the name of the song.